Hey YouTube, so I am back with a new video, like a brand new unique video that I haven't even thought about. So I just came out of the deep blue. And we are doing the best rides at Six Flags Parks. So just saying that one or two of them will have two big rides at the park, like the two best rides at the park. So let's get started. At Six Flags Mexico, the best ride there is Superman The Ultimate Escape. Now, the reason why I don't have any stats is just because I'm telling you why it's the best. You may know why, because although this ride has like clones like Magnum, although Magnum XL 200 is way better than Superman Ultimate Escape, this ride still has a pretty good punch to it, which is why it is a favorite at Six Flags Mexico, and it is a really good ride. I really would suggest riding it if you are in Mexico and are not in Six Flags Mexico yet and are gonna plan on trying it. It's a really good ride. I haven't ridden it, but I've heard it was really good. So yeah, I have nothing much to say. La Ronde, sorry about that. La Ronde, best ride in the park is Goliath. I think it's called Goliath. I forgot the name of it. I just put it down. Yeah, so but whatever, it's a really good B&M hypercoaster. I really love it. It's one of those underrated B&M hypercoasters, which is a really good thing. So it isn't really talked about much. It isn't overrated like Nitro, and that's not a bad thing. Nitro is a really good B&M hyper, and it's the best one. But it is kind of overrated. It's talked about everywhere when someone mentions a B&M hypercoaster. So is Apollo's Chariot, which is another mentioned a lot B&M hypercoaster. The Great Escape. Yes, this is a very surprising one. Comet is the best ride at the Great Escape, and here's why. This is not even a thrill ride exactly. It's a wooden family coaster, more like. It's okay, I guess, if you want a little thrill, but it isn't like a steel coaster type thrill. Like, it isn't that thrilling. It's a little bit better than the Comet at Hershey Park, but it is a really, really good wooden roller coaster. It isn't even one of the best, but it is a pretty good wooden roller coaster, and I would go try it. I haven't been to the Great Escape yet, but I would like to go there just to try a couple of the roller coasters there, because a couple of them are decent. Not excellent, but I would like to at least get on some of them when I'm not in the mood for the high thrill that day. And by the way, speaking of high thrills, I'm going back to Six Flags Great Adventure next week, if the weather's nice. I hope it's good weather. So Six Flags Fiesta Texas, with a long shot, yes, Superman Escape from Krypton you might have expected, but most of you probably expected this already as Iron Rattler. Iron Rattler is without a doubt the best ride at Six Flags Fiesta Texas, and is one of the best rides that Six Flags Region has come upon to build. It is an amazing ride, but you have that 81-degree drop, that barrel roll, although there's only one inversion on the ride. It has a decent amount of airtime, and it is not a wooden coaster. It is a exact hybrid coaster with steel topper and just wooden structure. So yeah, it is actually a hybrid coaster. It is not a wooden coaster at all. Unlike Goliath, looks like the track of Goliath, but Goliath is actually a wooden coaster, so that's the funny thing. It has steel topper, wooden structure, but this is a complete hybrid coaster since some of the supports are steel. But yeah, I have nothing much to say about it. All I can say is that it's an amazing ride, and I would really love to try it someday. At Discovery Kingdom, you might have expected Superman Ultimate Flight to be the best. Well, some of you also might have mostly expected Medusa, because Medusa, yeah, just face it is a bit better than Superman Ultimate Flight. Superman Ultimate Flight is kind of special, but it's not that special. Although it's not unique, it's a flawless roller coaster, Medusa, but Superman Ultimate Flight is way more unique than a flawless coaster, but it is a really good ride. Medusa, and it is by a long shot a bit better than Superman Ultimate Flight, because you have all those inversions, you have that amazing drop. Not amazing, actually, but a very decent drop, good enough to pack a punch on you, to like get your momentum ready for that huge vertical loop and the other inversions that await you. I really like to try it someday. Over Georgia, yes, we have another overrated B&M Hypercoaster. It is the best coaster in the park. Yes, it is a bit overrated. It's also as much talked about as Nitro, but it is. Don't get me wrong. Like, if I say a ride is overrated, does not mean that it's bad and deserves to be like kicked out of its area. No, not at all. I like Nitro way better than Goliath, though. It is way better. Just face it. I'm sure everyone faced that already a long time ago. But yeah, Goliath is really a good one. St. Louis, Mr. Freeze Reverse Blast is the best ride there because it is an amazing ride. It has that reverse launch, of course, which is why it's Reverse Blast. It has that inverted top hat, that reverse inverted top hat that actually looks like. It has that nearly 200-foot tall tower that it goes up, then goes all the way back down through the whole process all over again. So, which is why it is the best at St. Louis. Yeah, it's probably one of the only good rides there. The Boss is also pretty good, but Mr. Freeze Reverse Blast, face it, is way better than the Boss. Although the Boss is a pretty good, intense Woody out there. At Six Flags America, it's pretty obvious, Superman Ride of Steel. Other than that, Six Flags America doesn't have really any good coasters. The only good one there is Superman Ride of Steel, which is also a clone of the Darien Lake one in New York City, which is just called the Ride of Steel now. This is Superman Ride of Steel, but this is a really good ride. I like it. It's also one of those similar rides to Bizarro, but Bizarro is obviously amazingly better by a long shot. Six Flags New England, speaking of Bizarro, Six Flags New England is so obvious that Bizarro is the best ride there. Voted number 2 best steel coaster in the world. Number 1 being Millennium Force, of course, because Millennium Force is overrated. But Bizarro is way more underrated than Millennium Force, and it is a must ride. It is amazing. I really love to try it. I'm planning on going to Massachusetts and Boston this year in the summer, so maybe I'll be able to go to Six Flags New England and actually ride it. I would really love to do that. Hopefully that plans out well. Six Flags Great America. Yes, I'm sure most of you have been expecting it. Most of you have not. You have to face it, though. Although it is not open yet, but it will be open soon, Goliath is already, you could tell, the best ride at the park. It is amazing. You have that 85-degree drop. You have those 3 amazing, unique inversions. You have the 72-mile-per-hour speed, which is quite fast. You have just anything that a wooden coaster should have, and it's going to be amazingly awesome, epic, all those words that go with good. But it's going to be amazing, and I can't wait for it to open. I would love to see off-ride videos coming in, POVs. Six Flags Great America already has released a POV of the Goliath, so that's really cool, which means that it's coming closer and closer to the opening. I've heard that it's going to open in between June 14th and the 18th, but I don't think that's going to be the 18th. I have more of a feeling that it's going to be the 14th, and I would really love it to be open for the 14th. Because that's the day I am planning on going to Great Adventure, which probably will work out well, but just hopefully the weather is nice. Six Flags Over Texas. Now, this is also an obvious one. The new Texas Giant is obviously the better ride there. It is way better than Mr. Freeze Reverse Blast, because Mr. Freeze Reverse Blast is one of those clone rides, and clone rides are not always good rides. Because you could see them in most parks, like Batman the Ride. Although, I'm not saying that they're bad, but like something like the new Texas Giant could kick Mr. Freeze Reverse Blast right out of the park. It's just amazing. You have that 79-degree drop, those overbank turns. I would wish in the future they would add an inversion to the new Texas Giant, because it is really needed for that, because like of how it is a hybrid coaster. They really need something that would go fit with like the Iron Rattler. Now, Six Flags Great Adventure. We are at the final 2 parks, which is obviously Magic Mountain is the final one. Six Flags Great Adventure. Now, the reason why we have 2 of them here is because for some reason, whenever I go to the park, you know how you like pull in and like Kingda Ka and El Toro like right next to each other? You might have not known this already, but there is a specific reason for that. Now people might say, no, there isn't, well, it's just that spot. Well, there is, because the co-owner and the CEO and all those people said that the reason that is because even Theme Park Review and a lot of coaster enthusiasts high up in the ranks say that because they are 2 main attractions of the park, which is why I had no choice but to put them both as the 2 best rides in the park. So, and like I said, that there would have been at least 1 or 2, and apparently there was only 1, because Six Flags Magic Mountain has only 1 better ride there, and that is X2. Tatsu, now people are going to be arguing. You can argue over that Tatsu is better than X2, but I myself think that X2 is a bit better than Tatsu. Not by a lot, but it is a bit better, because you have that uniqueness of it. So yeah, so I have nothing much to say about it, but it is an amazing ride, and I want to go try it someday. So subscribe, like, and comment. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be doing more videos in the coming month, since it's coming months of the summer, since it's going to be coaster season all the way till like September. So I'm going to be doing videos for all till September. So be on the lookout. Thank you. Goodbye.